What it? Ooh, ooh. What it is, YouTube? It's your girl, Body Mouth Goddess, PMG. What it is, YouTube? It's your girl, Potty Mouth Goddess, PMG. How y'all doing today? What? Wait. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all. Like, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing up today. Okay. What it is, YouTube? It's your girl, Potty Mouth Goddess, PMG. What it is, Potty Mouth Squad, PMS. How y'all doing today? I want you to know, if you don't already know, you're a beautiful, kind, smart, intelligent, and just fine shit. Okay, you fine shh. And anybody who comes in contact with you, they need to ask themselves.
How lucky can one guy be?
Y'all already know. Boom, here go to Twitch. All right, y'all already know. NBA 2K26 early access August 29th. I will be streaming at 12 p.m. All right. And I will be streaming other content on Twitch and stuff. I already got like 2 story times that I want to tell y'all on Twitch. I don't think I'm gonna put them on YouTube. I might. I don't know. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right to the video. Today we got Joe Knows telling us 10 things to avoid when making your Myplayer character. Now y'all already know we all have been there where we what's going on? Hold on. Anyways, okay. But we have all been there before where we've made a build and low key regretted. I know 2 off rip. I remember I made a 7'3" in 2K21, regretted that nigga. And I low key regret my point guard on 25. Cause like I said, I usually go like 6'7" on the PG. I went 6'4", and small ball, like, it's only for me when the dribbling is fast. Like, the dribbling is like, well, not the dribbling, but the gameplay. If the gameplay is fast, then yeah, I could go small ball. Like, it just feels so much better for me. But if I feel sluggish and slow and stuff on a small build, yeah, that ain't good. Anyways, let's see what he say.
Builds is expensive, and optimizing builds to their fullest can be time-consuming and challenging. So I'm here to give you 10 mistakes to avoid when creating your build on 2K26. Drop a like on the video for me, and let's get right into it. The first one regards the new Badge Max +1 and +2 system. So understanding this is very important. I'm going to explain a few reasons why. You're going to get a Badge Max +1 in the Tier 1 and Tier 2 slot. You're also going to get a Badge Max +2 in the Tier 1, Tier 2 slot. And then you're going to get an extra Badge Max +1 and Badge Max +2 through the build specialization. Utilizing these Badge Maxes is going to be very important in terms of maximizing your build's potential. There's some mistakes you could make. For example, if you're a build with a 99 rebound, and you pick the rebounding build specialization, those extra +1 and +2 Badge Max slots can only be applied to rebounding. But since you already have a 99 rebound, your rebounding badges are on legend.
Right. So it makes no sense to do something like that.
So it's very important you pick a build specialization that's going to allow you.
Put it on a build where, like, that badge is probably like capped at like silver or like gold. Like, don't basically just don't put it to where, like, if you got a high ass stat and you already got something that's on, unless it's like +1, and if you want to go from Hall of Fame to Legend, that's fine. But don't do something where you got like 99 still. What did you put in glove +1 for? For what? For what? So I get that.
To not only use those specialized cap breakers, but those specialized
Do something where you could be stronger at.
slots. It's also very important that you pay attention to badge tiers. Depending on the height of your build, certain badges are going to fluctuate between Tier 1 and Tier 2. This could be the difference between using your Badge Max perks on very valuable badges all across the board, or having to waste it on a less valuable badge because you weren't paying attention to which badges were in the Tier 1 and Tier 2 slots. Pay attention to your badge layout and all these new badge max slots to make sure you're able to utilize them on more valuable badges. Next up, with pure green windows returning to 2K26, it's going to be more important than ever to find the biggest green window jump shot bases for your build. And NBA 2K Labs has you covered. They have a bunch of free tools on their website, but what you're really looking for is under the preview section. The custom jump shot.
Fuck all that. Look. Fuck all that. Let me tell y'all. What you do is, because I do it every year, go in the jump shot creator and play around. You gonna find a shot. Like, you gonna find a shot. Yes, I do recommend, okay, you could check out their website, see who got the best base and stuff. But honestly, just play around. Like, you'll find a shot for you. Like, I don't know.
It's an absolute cheat code every year.
Because that's another thing, too. Y'all be taking these jump shots from these YouTubers, and it really don't be hitting. A lot of them be having some weird shots because that's a jump shot for them. It's not for you. Just because they really good at timing it don't mean you will be. Like, I think when I used to, like, if I was struggling with a jump shot and I used to go to YouTube, the only person who I ever felt like truly gave me a good jump shot was Badge Plug. And that was back like 2K19. And I used that jump shot the whole way. I think it was back with the Jabari Bird. Yeah. And jump shot 11. That was fire.
Jump shots for your specific build, giving you the biggest green windows and the fact
Alright.
necessary to unlock the animations you want should be very high on your priority list. Missing an animation threshold by a few attribute points is one of the most frustrating things you can do with a new build. So make sure you pay.
Based on what I'm seeing though, because I'm gonna be 6'7", I need at least the 84 ball handle. I plan on going. Oh, I'm not gonna tell y'all, but yeah.
Great attention to what.
Alright, we know that. Revamped cat breaker system. Okay, what he got for us on here?
Comes to your cat breakers. First reminder I want to give you: your player has to have the ability to unlock the attribute that you're going to apply the cat breakers to. For example, if your build caps out at a 96 3-pointer, you cannot apply cat breakers to then push it to a 99. So when you're selecting your height, weight, and
Wait.
make sure you have the capability.
It wasn't always like that. So they changed it to that? Has it always been like that? I don't think so. It probably has been. Okay, so I feel like I already know what he's going to say, but basically when you in the builder, leave a few extra like points. So let's say, okay, for example, right? Let's say you want to do, I don't know, you a power forward, you want to make a stretch build. You really want 85-3, right? But don't put it all the way to an 85-3. Put it to like an 80, but make sure your build can cap out at an 85-3. So you could throw the cat breakers on that 83 point and get it to 85.
Ability to unlock the attributes that you want to apply your cat breakers to. For example, you could have a 94 3-pointer with the potential to get to 99, add 5 cat breakers, and now you have that 99 green that you were looking for. Now, a new feature with cat breakers is you can now apply them to lower rated attributes and get bigger returns on one cat breaker, sometimes reaching a double-digit attribute boost. Or you can apply it to a highly rated attribute for your +1 per cat breaker boost. When creating your builds, you're going to want to plan ahead about what you intend to do with your cat breakers, unless you just plan on creating a whole new build once you unlock the cat breakers. But like we said, builds are expensive. Sometimes you want to plan in advance that, hey, by the time I unlock my cat breakers, I already know where I'm going to use them. And
Yup.
when it comes to cat breakers, remember, you're going to have to unlock these cat breakers. You are not starting with cat breakers on your build. Even the build specialization cat breakers that have to be applied to a specific attribute category, you're going to have to unlock them through the build specialization quests. High risk versus low risk builds. I've talked about this on my channel for years. If you're someone that's planning on making a couple builds at the start of the year, let's say you plan on making a guard and a center build, make the lower risk build first.
Yup, I agree with that.
Test and mess up a center build than it is a guard build. You can make your center build, start playing the game, and see how it is.
See, that point, I wouldn't say. Yes, I feel like centers are easier to play with Then guard, yes, because the guard, they got to see the whole team. They got to be able to make the plays. The whoop, 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 whoop. Centers, yes, it is the easier build to play with. You ain't really got to do much. Grab the rebound, stand in the corner if you shoot, and yeah, just make sure the other center or nobody bullies in the paint. That's their job. But the thing is, I feel like people should play low risk. Should be the build that you know you are most comfortable with. So if I'm somebody who mainly plays PG more than I play center, I think the low risk in that case will be PG. Like, you already know how you are in a PG, whereas like a big man, you go in there, you get fucked in the rec. Not everybody cussing you out because you suck at grabbing boards, boxing out, you getting bullied, you're not really good with the post moves and stuff. Like, don't listen. Whatever you are comfortable with, that's the low risk, okay? Whatever you feel like is going to be a bit of a challenge, or if you're trying something new, that's the high risk.
Everybody else make mistakes with their guard builds, taking that information and then tweak it to make the guard build you want to make. Guard builds are easier to mess up because there's more that goes into it. Make sure you're getting specific.
But that is a fair point. That's a fair point what he's saying.
Shot bases, dunk packages, a lot more goes into it as opposed to a center. You're really just making sure you've got the attributes and the badges that you want. Sure, there's some dunk packages and jump shot bases you want to get, but they're at much lower attribute thresholds, and you're pretty much going to have.
Alright, what's next? True attribute meaning physical thresholds. Let's see what he's talking about right there.
Make sure the physicals you select allow you to get the attributes and badges that you want.
Yeah, okay. Alright, for you, what he talking about here?
One court, you're not going to need pass accuracy on your build, but if you're somebody who likes to play 5v5
Oh yeah. That's a fair point. I already know what he's saying. So basically, if you're gonna make a build that's catered to the ones, like, don't put high pass accuracy or like what's another thing that's not really needed? I don't know. That's really the only thing. Only difference on the ones court is the pass accuracy. I don't know what else. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna end this video here though. No takeover requirements, we don't care. Last but not least, what he said.
When it comes to making a build, create a build that you want to play on. You specifically. I don't care what YouTuber or TikTok or.
And that's why I said don't listen to him when it comes to that low risk, high risk shit that he just said. Anyways, y'all y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video. I think he gave some great tips. If you're newer to 2K, I feel like this would be a great video. If you already played 2K for a couple of years, what he said is nothing new. Like, besides maybe the cap breaker system thing, was it like that in 25? Yeah, I know I stopped playing it. Like, I loaded 25 up one day and I was like, oh shit, I got 5 cap breakers on each build. How? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this one. Catch y'all on the next one. PMG, I'm out.